Happy New Year, boys and girls. You've reached Rhymer PT, Robert C. Peters' YouTube channel. So, how long do you think it'll take me before I get used to 2025 and writing it down and stuff? I keep writing 1972 and shit. Anyway, hey, did I tell you about my buddy Jerry? Oh my God. Jerry, if you're watching, thank you. This man gave me, look at this. It's already got dust in it. See this? That is an entire box of olive. Oh my God. And I am going to be working with olive. Let's see if I can make this thing stay put. Oy, I got a new stand for my camera. Well, we'll try. Damn thing. Stay put. Ah, damn. There we go. I've been making pipes, guys. Got me a big old drill bit. I think it's Milwaukee. It's a 5-inch. I drill into that sucker. I went a little too far this time and it came all the way through, but that's okay. I'll have the carburetor on that side instead of on this side or on this side. Doesn't really matter. These guys that smoke just want to get the smoke and they'll cover it up, whatever hole there is, and suck upon it. And then I got a, let's see, where did I put it? I got this guy. This is 3/4. And I do that like that. Now, if you look closely, let me zoom in a little bit here. See down in there? See that? That goes both ways. Now, I would prefer to have the carburetor come in from here or from over here. But it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put a screen down in the bottom of that. I actually, for the first time in my entire life, went into a dispensary 2 days ago. And I had heard that there's screens that you put in there. My son was showing off, saying, "Hey, Dad, you never been to a dispensary? You got to go check it out." So we did. And to my astonishment, it wasn't that big of a deal. It was more kind of like a, I don't know, kind of like a liquor store. Anyway, they might want to be displaying my pipes in the dispensary. Well, I thought, holy shit, that's kind of cool. I'm going to break out the old Dremel, boys and girls, and I'm going to carve this away a little bit. We definitely want these wings off of here. And if you can already see that grain? When I get down into this and get it all lathered up with some mineral oil, it's going to be so damn pretty, it's going to knock your socks off. But thought you might want to come along for the ride. I'm going to back this thing away a little bit so I've got a little more room, and I'll zoom in from up above a little bit. I'll put you on hold. Did you miss me? Hey, I'm working a 4300 Dremel 4300, and this is a Dremel flex shaft, and that bad boy right there, whoop, boinka 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 boinka. It's got a little spring thing on it. This is a Kutzel Extreme Flame Burr, one of my go-tos for taking out some serious wood. I'm going to do this in my lap. You're kind of shining over my left shoulder here, but I'm going to trim this up a little bit, give it a little shape, and then we might put a face on it. And Hopefully I can get all this done in one video. I don't think it's going to take too terribly long, but you're welcome. Come along for the ride. Any of you guys got any New Year's resolutions? Oh yeah, I promise not to carve anymore. Like hell. Anyway, here you go. I want to definitely get that off of there, so take this down. I have on my mask and my glasses. You want to make sure to do that, guys. I know somebody's going to get in the comments and bitch that I shouldn't be barefoot in my shop, which is true, but you know what? It's my shop. Kiss my ass. And yeah, I'll probably screw up my feet, but kiss my ass. Anyway. Oh boy, that smells. If you guys have never carved olive, this stuff smells wonderful. It's not fruity or anything, but it's got a really distinct smell to it. It's kind of cool. If you go back through my videos, you'll see that I once upon a time took a chunk of olive and I made one of those ball inside of a ball encagements. That was my first experience with olive. But my buddy Jerry works with olive, and he lives up the hill from where I do. In fact, he lives in some pretty awesome country. Anyway, he has a ton of olive, I believe from his own property. And I met him at a craft fair, and I asked him, I says, hey, what do you do with your scraps? He says, oh, I throw them in a burn pile. And I says, sacrilege. And he says, why, you want some? I said, yeah, absolutely, please, please, please. And I bought one of his pieces. Actually, I traded for one of his pieces. He traded me a beautiful chunk of olive, kind of a little bitty charcuterie board, and I gave him one of my walking sticks, which, if I remember correctly, had I don't know, maybe Scooby-Doo on it. I forget which one I had, but I traded him. He liked the walking stick, and we struck up a friendship. And by damn, if he didn't give me that box of olive scraps, which to me, who works small like this, that's like solid gold. And in the future, I'm going to buy some larger slabs off of him, and we're going to have just a jolly old time. It'll help him out, it'll help me out. But great guy. Thank you so much, Jerry. This stuff carves real nicely. It's not super duper duper hard. It's, I would say 3/4 hard compared to some of the stuff I've been working with in the past. I mean, I've worked with Purple Heart. I've worked with Tabak. I've worked with Zebra Wood. I've worked with Walnut. I've worked with Cherry. Done some research on these pipes, and it seems that if the wood is nut wood or fruit wood, it works best for these people that like to partake. It adds flavor to the weed and makes it more fun to smoke for them. And of course, as you can see there, the grain on these woods is just fantastic. Now, my research shows that you don't want to smoke out of zebra wood. It's got some kind of toxins in it or whatever. But I can use bits and pieces of it to decorate the sides of pipes, kind of glue pieces together with like Gorilla Glue, and then carve it. As long as the bowl doesn't consist of that nasty toxins, then you're good to go. And in that case, I would probably use cherry for the bowl. But wow, it was so exciting going into that dispensary the other day with my son, because I was frightened, man. In my day, weed was a no-no, and everybody was doing it. I wasn't, but some others, I had friends that did it, and so I knew about it. But for me, it was totally a no-no, and I stayed away from it. But I had never been to a dispensary, and so I was a little apprehensive. My son says, "Hey, it ain't no big deal, Dad. Come on, check it out." And I went in there, and I started to feel comfortable because it was kind of like a liquor store. Everything was packaged, and the people behind the counter were very friendly. They weren't all scummy, and I felt comfortable. I started showing pictures of my pipes, saying, "Hey, this is what I do. I work with different woods," and they were very impressed. The employees were very impressed. They said, "Hey, you got a card?" And I said, "Absolutely." So I gave him 3 cards, and he said, "Our boss, the owner, is looking for artisans to maybe display their work here in our shop. We're looking for glass blowers. We're looking for people that make, like you, out of wood. We're looking for people to make them out of ceramics. So you kind of hit us up at the right time." And he says, "I'll pass it on to the owner, and hopefully he'll call you, and we'll get your stuff in the shop here, and we'll have a little relationship, and you sell it to us, we'll sell it to our people, and everybody wins." And I'm like, holy moly. That's pretty damn exciting right there. But I'll keep you posted. I'm hoping that's going to work. Here it is, the 1st of January in the year 2025. This is my very first carve in the new year. And pretty damn excited to have such the following that I have already. I have 300 or so followers here on YouTube, and I got oodles and oodles of followers on my Instagram. And wow, it's a blessing, guys. If I can reach 1,000 followers, I can go live, and that would just be awesome. I'm not looking to make money off of doing these videos necessarily, but hey, if they're going to throw it my way, I'm certainly going to pick it up. I did once upon a time have a TikTok account. It didn't have anything to do with my my carving. I was actually there just to kind of screw around. But when I was on there, I had 40,000 followers. And my wife says, "Hey, you need to get off of that. It's making you bitter." Because I was doing too much of the politic end of it, which is, you know, you can get involved in that really fast, and you know, you pick a side and you run with it, and the other side's always bashing you, and you're always bashing them, and you can get to be kind of sour about life. And I backed away from it, and I'll be damned, in about 2 weeks, I was quite a bit more happy camper. I may go back to TikTok someday, because I hear it's really changed and it's a great place to market. But for now, I just have my YouTube, my Instagram, and my Facebook, and all of that together is working out pretty well for me. I'm going to try to be quiet here for a minute and just carve. So just look over my shoulder, and here we go. Wow, this grain is just amazing. I want to give a shout out to a few of my favorite YouTubers that if you don't know about, boy, you need to know about. First off, I want to mention Jordy Johnson over at Carving Fusion. He's my guru. He's taught me so dang much, it's just silly. I'm also very, very, very fond of Wowie over at Wowie's Workshop, WOWWY Workshop. His name is Larry Dibbs, and the man's amazing. Shout out to Amy Jo. She's got a YouTube channel and she's just reached 1,000 followers. She's amazing as well. I just sent her a piece. We're going to do an exchange, and actually you can see one of my better pieces on her YouTube channel. She did a wonderful video of the unboxing of that. Really, really, really made me proud. I included a short little story about my piece, and she had somebody read that, and wow, hats off to the person that read that story. It really came across well. So check out Amy Jo. I think it's Amy Jo Carves or something like that, but if you just enter Amy Jo, it'll come up. She's awesome, and she's been one of my followers on this channel for pretty much from the get-go. She found out about me, came on board, and boy, she's in my comments more than just about anybody else. Thank you very much, Amy Jo. Welcome. Love you, girl. Your work is amazing, and you make my work look good by having videos like that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not sure who Buddy is. I'm thinking it's maybe your husband or your son. I'm not really actually sure. If you do visit, let me know. Who is Buddy? I haven't paid close enough attention. I apologize. This is looking good, guys. There's grain everywhere I look. I'm going to get on here and grab smaller tools here in a second, and I think I'm going to make a face, because this would look really cool with a face on here. I'm going to get that down more so that we've got more of a mouthpiece. Let me do that first, and then I'm going to do a nice little wood spirit type silly funny face on here, because that's kind of one of my trademarks. I like to do silly. So how was everybody's New Year's Eve? I had some nice whiskey, but I didn't go to excess, so thank goodness I didn't wake up with a hangover or nothing, but sure had a good time. We actually watched Mary Poppins and seeing Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. I swear to God, Dick Van Dyke, his talent is just unparalleled. And Julie Andrews, of course, anything she touches turns to solid gold. I'm an old school guy. I like that stuff from the early days. Anybody remember Laugh-In? Oh, that's where Goldie Hawn got her start, on Laugh-In. If you don't know Laugh-In, look it up. And Roland and Martin's Laugh-In. I love that. Joanne Worley, Goldie Hawn. Oh my God. Good stuff, guys. When you're doing a trench like this, you got to be careful, because if you're using a flex shaft, you don't want it to get caught down in there, you'll pop your inner cable. Believe me, I've gone through about, I don't know, 10. In fact, I just the other day ordered some inner cables because Jordy tells me hang on to everything because you can Frankenstein parts off of your broken pieces. So I got a pile of broken Dremel flex shafts, and I ordered some of the cables, and they're not all that expensive. And I got 2 more cables coming, so I'm gonna have those for backup in case I pop a cable. I'll just be able to switcheroo and be back in business without having to wait or having to go over to Home Depot and buy another flex shaft, because I don't like holding that great big old bulky thing in my hand for the actual Dremel. The flex shaft works better because I need a smaller thing to work with, like a pen size to work with. And when I do the face here in a minute, you'll see I got my hands on another old time Dremel device that I found at a yard sale. This is one of the originals, and I actually bought a tackle box that had all kinds of little bits and big bits in it, and 2 old-time Dremels and a little power box, because it plugs into the power box, and you can adjust the speed on the power box, and then you flip the switch on the old-fashioned Dremel and you go to town with it. I use it for my small work. The one that I'm going to be working with, I got it hooked up with a 3/32 inch shank collet, and I've got some 3/32 inch bits that I use that help me out quite a bit with fine work. If you haven't experimented with different size bits, I'd highly recommend it. If you want to do some detail work, boy, you get that smaller stuff, you can get some pretty fine light detail. And what really helped me with doing my detail is I got a hold of some deer antler. And when you're working with deer antler, it's really, really hard surface, and it forces you to go slow. And it took me a while, but I got some okay pieces at a deer antler, and then I took my ability to slow down and work in detail, and I transferred that over to my working with wood. And by golly, I have found that I can make quite a bit better art because of it. I've slowed down. Jordy says, Jordy over at Carve Infusion, somebody told him, I think it was his friend Just Carve Rob. Oh, that's another one. You got to check out Just Carve Rob's YouTube channel. He works small. He does characters. He works with whittling knives, and he also works with power tools like I do. And that man has skills, guys. You need to check out what he can do. And I also wanted to give a shout out to Kevin over at Sticks and Stones. Currently, he's been doing a lot of drawings to show you what kind of stuff that you can do on wood. So he draws on paper, but he also taught me excuse me, the technique I'm going to show you for eyes. I like his eyes, the way he showed me how to do eyes. I like it better than the way some of these other guys have shown me how to do it. Also, you might want to check out Matt over at Matt CARVE. Um, he'll show you detail on which bits to use, and I believe he's a representative for Kutzel, so he's always pushing the Kutzel bits. But for that matter, Kutzel bits are the best bits I've found, so more power to you, Matt. I don't think I would turn it down if they wanted me to be a representative, but I'm not in it for that. I'm in it just to play. I do want to make money, of course, duh. But it's not my primary goal. I've got pretty decent education. I was training to be a teacher, and didn't become a teacher. I had a different path. But so I get on here, and I'm looking to show people and teach people the best I can. And that rewards me. I definitely want to sell my pieces, but as far as making money off these videos, I'm not too terribly interested in that. I mean, if they could do it, great. If not, whatever. Boy, the grain on this is outstanding. All right, Robert, shut up and carve. Okay, I'm going to put a face right here. Yeah, I'm going to put it right here. Okay, let's see what bit I've got on my... Oh, I don't. Anyway, this is a little guy I was telling... Whoop. Ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. It's on a spring. See that? I know, I don't mean to make you dizzy. I'm sorry. This is an old school tool. Old school Dremel. What does it say? 245. And this is connected to a little power box that I already have turned on, and I'm also can turn on here. It's got a little less oomph, but it's awesome for detail work. So I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to put a bit in here, and we're going to get going. I'll be right back. Okay. Hopefully you can see that okay. See that tip? It's got a tiny little cone at the end, but the side of it has the diamond tip type abrasion action. This is going to work really well for what we're going to do. I'm going to show you that technique that Kevin over at Sticks and Stones taught me for the eyes. This is really cool. Here goes. you want to make kind of a horseshoe, okay? And go slow. The Cutzel taper burrs work really well for this. Now, once you got your horseshoe, you want to get up underneath there, okay? Now this wood is pretty hard. I think I'm going to switch. Sorry guys, I'm going to switch back to my Dremel, and I'm going to put on a Cutzel medium grit taper burr. I'll be right back. Okay, I decided to use the Cutzel Extreme Taper Burr. This stuff works awesome. Now I'm still going to have to go slow because this dude will really rip. So I want to go slow and be delicate with it, but this will do what we need to do. Here goes. By the way, I adjusted my, I guess you call it a stand. My holder of the phone, little springy dude, I adjusted it so hopefully it won't bounce as much. Here you go. Yeah, here we go. Now, you want to get up underneath there. And the side of the burr helps round. See that? And then you get to the other side over here. You want to be careful about going too far that way because you'll cut through to the other side. So maybe over here a little bit further. Boy, that wood smells good. And now if you get smoke, that's okay. Just go back over it. Also, hey, if you guys don't have a fire extinguisher in your shop, you really should think about it. You'll probably never use it, but when you need it, you're going to want it. I got a little bitty fire extinguisher sitting to the right of me. It gives me peace of mind. Okay, look at that. And then gonna do the nose. You want to slough away, or I think Jordy calls it feathering. You want to feather this. Take away. Keep in mind those cheekbones though. And then get that on the other side. Now I like to take it, oh look at that, we got grease coming down the flex shaft. Huh. Wow, look at that. I'll be damned. Alrighty then. Shit, it's getting everywhere. Oh well. I'll sand it all the way anyway. I take and I go like this. And I do that same kind of sideways. And I can get that to round pretty good. For the eye. Now this bit that I'm using, the extreme, might be a bit much. Dang, hold on a second. Let me wipe this away. Good God, man. It's spewing, man. I've hit oil. Reminds me of the Beverly Hillbillies. While shooting at some oil, that is Texas tea. Damn, it's getting everywhere. Not hurting anything, but messy. But then again, I'm messy, as you can see. Duh. Here goes. By the way, don't force it, guys. Let the burr do its job. And that's a problem that it took me a long time to get used to, because I like to, well, I tend to be heavy-handed. And as a result, I have blown up 5 Dremels and about 10 flex shafts. Yeah, well, see how we got a hole all the way through? That's not going to hurt us, but, you know, you want to try to avoid that. Okay, I'm going to go back to the, maybe the fine instead of the medium. Taper bit. I'll be right back. This has got too much oomph to it. I'll be right back. Okay. This one is, I believe, a fine. By the way, all that gunk that gets up in there, you can take that off really easily with a lighter. I don't like flame in my shop because, as you can see, it's a fire hazard. But, dang, I keep hitting it. It goes boing, boing, boing. Anyway, let's get on with it. You can also use a wire brush. Get that stuff out of there. Anyway, here goes. Look at that grain. Wow. I told you I do cartoon, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, he's taken on an effect kind of like Don Martin's caricatures from Mad Magazine. He's got kind of a bulb of a nose, but I like that. I like that. Wait till you see what I'm gonna do with his mouth. Oh yeah. Look at that schnoz. Yeah, buddy. If he sneezes, I'm screwed. So, New Year's resolutions, or is that just a bunch of hooey?
I promise that I'll never speak badly to others.
You're like, hell you won't.
I resolve to be a better person. I'm gonna go to the gym and lose 150 pounds. I'm gonna do it this time.
Yeah. Sure you are, lady. You fat slut. Anyway. You know, I did that once upon a time. I joined a gym right about this time of year. You see people there for about a week and then they're like, fuck this. I'm going to go watch TV and go to McDonald's. You know what I like about the gym, though? I like the sauna and the hot tub. And I guess the stationary bike and maybe the treadmill. But the rest of it is just too muscle happy for me. I'd rather carve. I'm a fan of chess, too. You guys play chess? Love chess. In fact, my wife's dad is sending my son and I a chess set that he picked up in Hong Kong when he was in the Navy back in the late 70s, early 80s. I'm excited to see what that's all about. Ooh, baby, that's going to be awesome. Okay, take that down a little bit. And I'm gonna give you a big old goofy grin. Yeah, buddy. There we go. Hi. Thank you for letting me out of the wood. It was kind of dark in there. Scary. Hi. Hey. Hi. Are you gonna be smoking weed with me? Oh, hello. Hello there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, guys. I think that'll work pretty good. I'm going to switch up and do some sanding. I'll be right back. Homemade sanding disc, guys. Get yourself some emery cloth with the like cloth backing. I think this one is an 80 grit. Get a mandrel and just take squares, punch it through, and it'll make its own circle after a while. I've got these in 80 grit and 220 grit, and if you want to see how it's done, Jordy over at Carving Fusion shows you how. It's pretty cool. Thank you, Jordy, for the suggestion, and it works awesome. Here we go. Oh, by the way, if you're gonna sand, you want your speed lower. Set it at about 15,000 RPMs. You get going too fast, you'll burn out your motor. And I like it because it'll bend. Yeah, baby. I'll be careful of my chin. Don't hurt me. Hey, what are you doing? Careful. Careful. Don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Mr. Peters, be careful. All right. You're all right. Thank you for being gentle. Oh, that tickles. Boy, it is beautiful wood. Thank you, Jerry. Hey, that tick. Oh, phew. That was tickly. Oh, yeah. Now, I am going to use mineral oil so you can see this grain pop. And then I'm going to go and set it along with some of my other ones that are unfinished. And when I get a pile of them, I put on epoxy resin. You got to be careful not to get it in the bowl, though. And boy, that makes it pop. Makes it pop. Hell yeah. You're seeing some cracks, but that epoxy resin gets down in there and it'll be all good. Hello, little man. You look awesome. Thank you. Look, I'm a celebrity now. I'm on. Oh, is this TV? Hello. My name is. I don't even have a name. Anyway, that tickled. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna shut that down. And where the hell I put my oil? I'm gonna get my oil. I'll be right back. Well, I keep my coffee in. Life's simple. You ever heard of petroglyph? Place you can go and you can draw on ceramic and they let you fire it and then they charge you an arm and a leg, but you get to have a mug. Yeah. I draw on the other side, but this was originally for my dad, and I'm not going to show you what's on the other side, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, put that aside. And look, we got some oil. Just your regular run-of-the-mill mineral oil. I like to put it down in here. And then if I need more, I'll reach for it. But get that flowing a little bit. Look at that, guys. Oh, damn. Good for your hands, too, by the way.
Notice my soft complexion. It makes my hands all moist and supple.
Oh, damn. That's good stuff right there. Yeah, buddy. That, boys and girls, is what it's going to look like when I have the resin on it. But I wanted to show you how just flippin' awesome this olive wood is. Thank you, Jerry. Oh, my God. And, boys and girls, hope you have a wonderful 2025. For my first video of 2025, January 1st, 2025, God bless.